Hey guys, it's Lindsay from the blog Repurpose and Upcycle, and I'm going to do a really cool project today where I'm going to put this product, it's called Slate-ish, on this wall as an accent wall. So what is Slate-ish? Slate-ish is actually made from recycled materials. It's actually paper laminate composite materials. And the cool thing about that is, unlike tile or real slate, you can use just a regular miter saw with a wood blade to cut it, which makes it a little easier than using, say, a tile saw. So Slate-ish comes in two different forms. They have the peel and stick, and then they have just the kind that you use the adhesive with. Today I'm going to be using the adhesive. You attach it to the wall with a silicone product. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to use this product, and I'm going to make a feature wall right here. Before you get started, you want to make sure that your wall is clean and painted. They did say in the instructions that you want a painted wall. Okay, so we're going to get started, and you see I have a handful of the Slate-ish products. And by the way, they all come in different thicknesses, and that's so you can give the wall a little variation so it's not all the same. So what you're going to do to start is you're going to start at the bottom of the wall, and you're going to work your way up. And they even said, since we're putting silicone on it, it's not going to dry immediately. They said if you need to, use painter's tape to cover it with until it dries. So here we go. And I'm just taking just a dab, just like that. And I'm going to start in the corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the first one is level. Because if the first one isn't level, it's all going to be off. So I'm going to grab my level, and we're going to make sure while the glue is still wet, or the silicone is still wet, that the first row is completely level. Okay, we're good. I'm just going to continue on down the wall. And I used a thick piece, so now I'm going to go next to it with a thin piece. These thin pieces don't like to sit on the wall very well, so I'm going to use a little painter's tape until that glue sticks. So as you're going along, another thing to think about and be mindful about is make sure to alternate the lengths and the widths of it. So this one's thick and it's long. I did another long one, and now I did a shorter one. So go back with a medium size just to give it dimension. You don't want it all to look the same. I'm going to continue on with until I get the bottom row, and then I'll show you how I'm going to do the next row. For the second layer, you're going to go ahead and start with a shorter one. You don't want the seams to line up, or you can, I guess, but we think it looks better when you alternate them so the seams don't line up. So I'm going to go with a shorter one and a much thinner one, just to make it all look different. Okay, so once I've got that in place, I'm going to go with a thicker one. And that's it, guys. You just continue on with this pattern. One real important thing I want to touch on is you cannot hang anything from this product. It needs to be, the nail or the screw needs to be in the wall like it is here. So what I need to do is I'm going to measure exactly where that nail hole is going to be, and I'm going to take a drill bit and drill through this so the nail goes into the wall and isn't supported by this product. Oh, so far it's looking great. This is kind of where it gets a little tricky. You can see I have a small space right there. I'm gonna have to cut some really thin pieces and just run it right on top of the molding for the doorway. The last thing I'm doing is I put the painter's tape up, and that's my little trick to get really clean caulk lines. So you can see the painter's tape is up, and I've started to caulk down around the doorways. And then after that, I'm gonna put some molding up at the top, and then I should be about done. Guys, I am done with the wall. I'm completely finished. On the very top, rather than having to cut long ways, what I did was add some molding. So I just added this to the top. and then I went in and I caulked the sides around the doorways, and that's it. And this wall is finished, and I'm so excited about how easy it was to use this product, and I'm definitely going to use it again.